So today I'm going to be putting together a lift table, not a lift table, a standing desk. Actually not a standing desk, it's a husky raising work table, but I'm going to use it as a standing desk because it's half the price of anything else that's on the market. We've already done one for my wife upstairs and she got the larger one, and they work really well. By the way, it helps if you don't lose the instructions before you try to put them together. I've had this one out of the box for a little while and I don't know where I put the instructions. There are a couple of key orientations that will assist in putting the table together correctly. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, so at Home Depot, they have a Husky brand, adjustable height, solid wood top workbenches, work tables, whatever you want to call them. Some of them have drawers, some of them don't. They come in different sizes. Well, around Christmas time of 2023, it was early in December, they had a special. And it's got a 52-inch and a 62-inch for $558. Thought, that's interesting. So the 52-inch is $249. The 62-inch is $328, which comes to $577. So this ends up being a little bit cheaper. And even if I bought both of these, which I did separately, the leading brands from Veridesk, if we look at the 54-inch, that's electric, is $489. So the 54-inch, 52-inch cost me $249. So that was kind of a no-brainer. You can look at the specs. They tell you how much they will hold or carry, their weight capacity, and the height differences from the lowest to the highest. And these did the job for us. Okay, so let's take a look inside the hardware box. All right, there's the screws with their own little wrench. We've got some that have a hex head plus a Phillips head, and then we've got some rounded Phillips slots. And then this is the crank. For the raising and the lowering. You might say to yourself, hey, that looks like a hex wrench of a sort. Why, yes it is. And if you can put one in a cordless drill, you can have a very quick up and down. And of course we've got the casters. And all four of these lock. They screw in to replace the feet. These are the legs. And the feet just screw out. And the casters just screw in their place. If I use the little wrench that comes with it, or one just like it. Now we'll replace the other three. If you use the right wrench, like the one that came with it, this was not the one that came with it, this was the one that came with it, it works a lot better. I know I'm not inept, I'm trying to film and do this at the same time. You don't care about seeing this, so I'll finish these up. So here is the workbench top or tabletop. If you'll notice, it has threaded inserts in a couple of different places where the legs attach. Alright, so we line the holes up from the leg to the feet, and I found one of the sets of instructions, mainly because I wanted to make sure I was orienting everything the same way. And okay, or the correct way rather. Use these guys. Alright, before we put the second leg on, we have this long rod, and that attaches this is the crank mechanism, so that connects the gear to the other leg so that it raises both legs at the same time. Slide. Carefully line. It was hard. So we missed the semi-success of getting this aligned. It's almost there. Now we can screw it in. Alright, inside this box, and this covers up the business side of the workings. Alright, these guys use the double A's. Okay, tightening the legs down initially was a bad idea because put everything in tension. So just put the screws in to hold stuff in place. Give yourself a thread or two so that things will flex a little bit more, and this should go a lot better. Like that. And like that. Now rinse and repeat for the other side. I may have done it again by over tightening stuff. We'll see. So this is where the what I call the footrest goes. On each side, 2 screws. So there is a little bit of a lip right here. While this is upside down, you can rest this here, and then that just screws in. Now, because of the amount of clearance that you have, it may make some nasty noises. As the chuck grinds up against the metal. So once you get all 4 of them in, come back with the handy dandy wrench and tighten them up. So get the right one on there. Yep, and just tighten them up like that. And I'm going to attempt to turn this thing upside down or right side up by myself. Here it is. So the camera's going to follow me. Here's the crank. There's a little slot for the crank going in. And then you just get it free. You can see it changing over here. Taller. And that's as tall as it gets. Alright, we'll try this again. So I had it cranked up all the way, which the tabletop height was about it looked to be even with the top of my printer cabinet, and that was a little high, so I can crank it down, wiggle my booty, and it should be about the right height once I put a keyboard in place. That should be good. So that's the old computer desk that I'm going to replace the standing table with, and then this little computer thing is going to go over here and replace this buffet table, which came from my in-laws, and I've been using for a very, very, very long time, about 15 years or more. This is where I do my editing. This is where I do my work. This is the fun stuff. This is the stuff that pays the bills. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.
Too many hobbies, not enough time.
It's a theme song, y'all.